Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Tampo. I'll be your DM of the night, HD Paladin, and let's go around and introduce ourselves. Let's go with Josh. Josh, who are you, what do you do, and who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Josh, but today I'm dressed as a Star Trek character, and insert name here of the dude, Riker. Is that his name, Riker? I don't know. It's fine. I know Star Trek. I know what I'm doing. I am a freelance tabletop game designer, variety streamer, whatnot. Mainly, I just tell people how cool they are. And yeah, so I'm playing Gani, the volcano dwarf fighter.
Who do you want to go next?
Let's make CB do it today.
Still cannot stand you. That was so funny. Anywho, hello, hi. My name is Omega Jones, also known as Critical Bard, but today I am a tiefling drag queen, apparently, which is fine with me. I did this makeup earlier, and I stuck with it because whatever. If you really want to see me do Halloween shit, see me tomorrow. Anywho, but today I am playing Talirock, the Babylon halfling, who is amazing and adorable, with his best friend Bayani behind him. And I will make sure this group stays alive. Dat me!
And then Mackenzie.
Hello, I am Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG content creator, and I served as the lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una, the wonderful setting that we are playing in today. Because it is Halloween Eve, I am dressed up as tragic boy Orpheus from Hadestown. And I'm not keeping this ukulele on my shoulder the entire time. This is just the prop for the beginning because my arm is already starting to cramp.
And as I said, no. I mean, it's your choice to have it up there.
I gotta do it for the bit.
Are you writing a song, Mac?
I'm struggling.
Okay.
Well, as I said, I'm HD Paladin. I'm the DM for the evening. I am a freelance tabletop game designer, writer, and graphic designer. And I am the co-director for the Islands of Sina Una, which is currently available on the Deck of Many's website. And honestly, we're happy to be working with them tonight. You can head over to our website to purchase the Sina Una book in PDF form and check out all the other stuff that they have, including Humblewood, Griffin's Saddlebag, and a whole lot more. Just so many things on their website. If you want to purchase any of their stuff, just go to their website and please consider using our affiliate link. It helps out the store, it helps out them, helps out us, helps out the show. And tonight we do have some sponsors. Who wants to go first?
Oh, but first we are missing a Latia
right, I'm like,
today.
but first,
I'm sorry.
First, we gotta honor a Latia because we are missing our wonderful
right
Latia.
Yes.
Our Mentala wizard, who is amazing.
We are currently missing our wizard for the night, who is kind of haunting us in chat. I do see you, Latia. But she will be here next week when she's not so tied up in work stuff.
Yes.
But we do have some sponsors for the evening. Who wants to go first?
We do have sponsors. I will go. The Twin Sisters are on a break right now. Y'all will see them in the future. But we're all going to talk about some sponsors. But because, it's Halloween time, right? And we do love some D&D Beyond. And there is a D&D Beyond theme song. I decided to flip it and reverse it into a spooky D&D Beyond theme song. Let's just make sure I don't fuck up the lyrics that are sitting right in front of me. So we're going to sing that now. You've got a spooky warlock, 'cause Strahd really needs to die. But you need a place to hide from him, 'cause he's hella organized. You click open the webpage where your characters are ready to roll. And now you're ready to kick his butt, 'cause the vampire's got to go. It's DDB. Where you can find the Volo's Guide is DDB. Where in Salt Marsh Pirates ride. Through November 1st, get 15% off, 'cause you're gonna have a spooky time. It's DDB, DDB, D&D Beyond, Jada Jubao, And with that, it is 15% off most of the spoopy stuff in D&D Beyond. You can use Monster 15 to get things off the Monster Manual, Volos 15 for Volos Guide to Monsters, Ghost 15 for Ghost of Saltmarsh, and Strahd 15 for Curse of Strahd. Check those out. We love them so much. Thank you. That's me. Who's next?
Yeah, wow. I'm so glad I said my sponsor stuff before you. Who wants to go next with the sponsors? Let's go with Josh.
Okay, I'll do it. Sure, I can do it. I'm just here to say thanks to our friends at RockPunch because we like them a lot. And so I want to tell you about some of the cool things that they do because you can check out their stuff every week. On Sunday, for instance, you can see D4. It's the co-DM'd D&D live stream, loosely based on the Waterdeep Dragon heist that happens every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. But next week is different. They are doing a massive all day long charity stream for Extra Life. It will be worth your time. I think almost all of us are involved in that because it's huge. I think, no, okay. I know that I'm involved. That's what I know. Anyways, so that's going to be fun. Lots of good times to be had over there. On Wednesdays, hang out with Babs, who does play video games. And the whole point of the show is that she does bad at video games, which isn't a statement about Babs. It's a statement about the video games being challenging because Babs is great. But come hang out. That's always fun. On Thursdays, you can check out Retro Gaming with Colton and Greg. See a little blast from the past in terms of video game internet nerddom. It's great. On Thursdays, join us for Corn on the Macabre. It is a live stream podcast that talks about spooky things while Katie and Kelly drink wine. And that is Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time. This week's Weekly Wednesday YouTube video featured a new Halloween episode of The Probe. That doesn't sound terrifying at all. Where Rory and Allison see how spooky a sexy game can get. Check that out. That sounds like the kind of content that I am definitely both terrified and interested in at the same time. Yeah, so that's the cool stuff that they got here. It's an awesome channel. Lots of cool things. We certainly love them a lot because without RockPunch, we wouldn't be here. So thanks, guys. That's me.
I think that leaves me, right?
I think so.
And so in keeping with the spirit of my Halloween costume, our last sponsor is Eldritch Foundry for your custom minis. Our sponsor is Eldritch Foundry. They have just released some awesome new content this week. They've added a bunch of spooky items, and they are giving you a free token to use on sites like Roll20 and such if you are running a spooky game for the Halloween season. Also, during the month of October, which is one more day, everyone who orders a physical mini will also get a Squish or Wolfie mini included in their order for free. Visit eldritchfoundry.com, that is eldritch-foundry.com, and get 15% off your order by using the code SINAUNA15, which is SINA_UNA15. And that'll help support the show, which is great because, we always need support.
All right, and before we get into tonight's game, we do have 2 giveaways. You can enter once by entering the following hashtags, or if you're subscribed, you get 3 times the entries. Our first giveaway of the night is for a set of digital Archmage's Favor Dice on D&D Beyond. To enter, just enter hashtag Beyond into the chat. Only enter once, you're not disqualified. And our other giveaway is from the Deck of Many. From the Griffin Saddlebag, you can get Magic Items Volume 1 through 4 by entering hashtag Magic. Again, that's hashtag Beyond for the Archmage's Dice on D&D Beyond, and hashtag Magic for Magic Items Volume 1 and 4 from Griffin Saddlebag. If I keep saying hashtag, they'll keep making the hashtag sign, I feel, and I'm not wrong, apparently. So, with all of that done, last we left off last week, everybody had gone onto Talirock's boat and we're sailing to the island of Puthawanan on the trail after someone who committed a murder on the docks of Adlaato. On the way, however, they found that they were being pursued by something in the water, something very large, and it kept on following them, wasn't making any signs, and it leapt out of the water to reveal itself as a Tiburona, a flying shark. And jumping right into that.
Are we jumping the shark?
No, because we're not going too early. On to your tricks. Let's just get right into it. Is there anything any of you want to do before we roll for initiative?
Panic? Is that an option?
That is a free action, yes. Free action.
Excellent.
Panic.
Good. That's what I will do.
All right. And if anybody doesn't have anything else?
I was saying and then I realized I wasn't saying words after I said
Oh, quick question. So how close is the shark right now to us?
It is currently 50 feet away.
Okay, like 50 feet up or 50 feet like away or 50 feet diagonal?
Its body is eye level with you, and it is 50 feet away.
How much in between us is water?
All of it if you're at the back end of the boat, some boat, and then water if you're not at the back end of the boat.
Okay, cool. Then I will just wait.
All right.
Well, so a question for me, though, is me being somebody who's been on the waters, I've seen shit like this. Do I know for a fact this thing is aggressive and it's wanting to hurt us, or?
You know that they are very territorial.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a double problem of sometimes the territory extends from land to sea, and the land portion doesn't necessarily have to connect with the sea portion. So you might be in a Tiburona's territory without even realizing it while being on land. Mm. That said, they are a very predatorial creature. Something about the wings giving them an extra sense of gumption and ferocity.
Of course.
So you can surmise that easily it could be looking at you all as trespassers / interlopers.
Okay. Let me look at one thing real quick. I am going to do something. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing.
Sure. Now, could I actually get a nature check from you, Talirock?
Yes, you can. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Mm-hmm. Looking at this thing, you can see that at the corner of its mouth, there's already blood.
Mm.
There's already blood coming out of its mouth.
Does it look like it's its own blood, or something like it's already eaten something? It's agitated.
All you can see that it's just blood. You can't tell what the source is. But they aren't in the habit of just bleeding from the mouth.
I didn't
we
think that
wouldn't
either.
Happen to have like 10 minutes, right?
No.
Okay.
You have less than 10 seconds. Could I get initiative, please?
Okay. Well, the first thing I would do is we're still after 10 minutes, unfortunately. Wait, why did I already use spell slots? Or what did I use? I'm sorry. I'm trying. Last session, I don't think I used any spells.
We fought wild boars last session.
But we've been at sleep for a while, so technically I did a long rest. That's why.
You've had rest. So
there we go. I was like, what? Cool. Yeah. I am going to, after ritual part of it, I am going to cast Speak with Animals, though.
Are you casting as a ritual?
No, I said after the ritual part of it.
Okay. Before you waste a spell slot, Tiburones are actually counted as monstrosities.
Oh, good to know that I will not do that.
Good idea. Hard stop though, because your character would know this.
Okay, then never mind. Then so monstrosity is coming at us. Okay, I'm gonna do what I was initially was gonna do. You will see me touch Bayan as I'm at the sail, seeing this, and I'm like, oh no, really? Okay. And I'll Wistful so Bayani comes over to me and she kind of makes a circle around me because she's much bigger than me. And I start to hold her for a second. And as I do, above us, clouds begin to form as I channel call lightning.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yes. But
Fifth level, fifth level, fifth level.
third level.
I know, but we're fifth level, so we get third level spells.
Oh, yes.
That's why we got fifth level. We're fifth level now.
Exactly.
So exciting.
so can I get initiative?
Okay.
No.
That is not as good as it could have been.
It's a 12 for me.
It's a 14 for me.
16 for me.
Hey!
Sorry, what'd you get, Talirock?
14.
14. All right, going into, let's see if Faiza rolls a 10, because that would be funny and in order. Anything but a 1. Okay, so Faiza's initiative is 11. Time for the Tiburona. Cool.
Don't like that.
The Tiburona soars forward. Who would be at the back end of the boat?
Where do you steer the boat from?
Depending on the creator's intention, it could be at the side or the back.
I would have been at the back because I was the one who noticed me and Faiza were the ones who noticed the Tiburones first.
Mm-hmm.
And then we called Talirock over because Talirock is the one who knows what nature stuff is. And we were like, what is that? So I think I would be towards the back.
All right.
Then also the sails on the side then. Where he steers it from I steer it from the side.
Okay. In that case, Ligaya, it's going to make a bite attack against you.
Cool.
And I am opening the night with a nat 20.
Fuck, nope. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, shoot, man. Here we go. What is that total?
We're going to find out.
No, I meant total to hit.
Total to hit, that would be a 29.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. I'll take it.
Because Tiburonas have a +9 to hit.
God, what did I do? I'm the engineer of my own destruction.
Now, with your passive perception, as it opens its mouth to bite onto you, you notice that there's this glint of copper, a large glint of copper in its mouth, wedged up in the teeth and gums. And from that, you can see that it's covered in blood. It opens its mouth right in front of you, and there's a pause for a moment, and then it bites down.
I'm like, what's that?
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Please take... Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Please take 37 points of damage.
Oh, my God, I'm still alive, though. 37?
37.
37, so that would be... Okay, well, I'm not doing too hot, but we are okay.
It tears into you, and you can feel that once that copper thing hits you, you can feel it kind of go... it tenses up and releases immediately.
When the copper hits me?
When the copper hits you, and like it hits you, and you can feel it kind of wedge deeper into its gums, and it just releases instantly.
Okay.
So when it bit, technically she hit the copper as it bit down and pushed it inside.
Yeah, just a little bit, causing it to release. And thanks to its flyby ability, it retreats back 10 feet away from the boat without provoking opportunity attacks.
Yep. Cool.
That brings us to Ligaya, your turn.
Ow, I hurty. All right. So, I have a grappling hook.
Okay.
Can I target the thing with a grappling hook?
The Tiburons?
Yes.
Yes, you may.
Okay. What mod is an improvised weapon?
I'm going to say that it's a grappling hook, so you know how to aim a grappling hook.
Okay.
Just use, let's go with normal stats for thrown weapons.
Okay, normal stats for thrown weapons. Can I use my strength mod?
Yeah, and if you hit strength mod to keep your grappling hook against its strength.
Okay. What is
conviction damage involved with this?
Yeah, I was like, I'm targeting with an attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We're gonna use this grappling hook at it. First conviction damage. I am level 5 now, so it's bumped. Well, it doesn't matter. That was a 3 on the die, so it's 5 force damage for the attack. Attack with a grappling hook plus 6. So that's a 19.
19 does hit.
Okay. How much does it do damage, or can I just grip onto this?
You can grip onto it.
What I would like to do is swing up on top of it.
Okay. Let's count this as your movement and bonus action.
Yeah, that's fine.
I need you to make me an athletics check.
Okay. Okay, athletics. Okay, that is a 13.
All right. You jump off the back of the boat and start pulling with the grappling hook up onto the Tiburons as your grappling hook lands in its mouth in a place where it can't quite chew on the rope.
Hell yeah.
And you start climbing your way up. Do you want to try and get on top still?
If possible, yes.
I need you to make me another athletics check.
Okie doke.
My chair pillow just fell off.
That is a 25.
Jesus. You manage to just climb up and avoid its bite as you climb up onto it, and you are on this Tiburon's back.
Cool.
And that is the end of your turn. Talirock, it's your turn. You see Lagaya has climbed onto this huge monstrosity.
Yep. Okay. Okay. He's like,
Hey, look, I'm sorry. I gotta be in melee range with it. I can't let it run away.
I understand. It's fine.
Just Talirock planning to call down lightning from above, sees this, goes,
Well, I had two things I was going to do. Neither will work because they're how far away now?
They are 10 feet behind the boat.
Oh, only 10 feet? Okay.
Yeah.
Not the worst thing in the world. Is that also... Okay.
There are worse things in the world, like being crit by a flying shark.
Yes, that is true. Okay. Because they... I think I know the answer, but I'm really not sure because we flavored it this way. But I want to make sure. Do Abayan have a flying speed or no? What are they technically?
They are untyped spirits, so I'm going to say yes. It can just go into the air, just kind of just walking on air.
Okay. Cool. I will say, Bayani, please. I can't do what I wanted to do, but that's not good. And they will fly. They're going to float over towards the flying shark.
All right.
And through them, I will cast Inflict Wounds.
All right. Please roll.
Is that actually what I'm going to do? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, yep, do that one now. Okay. I roll for that one.
Mm-hmm. Melee spell attack.
Yes. Based off what I know about these things, do I know how? I mean, you don't got to give me a number, but do I know how sturdy, like how beefy they are, as far as like how hard are they to hit?
They are somewhat hard to hit because of just the density of their skin type. Because it's not quite bone, it's not quite shell, but it's kind of an amalgamation of calcium. They are very, very healthy, though.
Valid.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, it's 17 on the die, so that is 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Yep, and so that's 3d10, I believe, necrotic. Inflict the wounds. Yes, 3d10 necrotic. I'm gonna add one spirit dice into that.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I'm just mother bitch. What are you doing? At number 2 total numbers, yes. I'm sorry. 29 points of damage.
29 points of damage. All right. You see Bayani kind of backwards walk to keep up with the ship and the Tiburons, but just kind of backwards walk into reach of this giant flying shark, and turn onto its back and go slapping the underside of the Tiburons, causing this massive burst of necrotic damage into its underbelly.
Yep.
And if that's the end of your turn,
that is the end of my turn.
Then that is going to bring us to Gani. Gani, what are you doing?
I'm going to grab my Astingal, and I'm going to turn, and I'm going to point it at the flying shark.
Okay.
And I would like to fire my gun.
You say that with such joy.
It is not going to hit. That was a natural one. So I'm just going to presume that the gun is useless until I can unjam it.
Okay.
And so I'm going to put it down on the deck and say, this was a bad idea.
Oh, I feel so sorry. Let's go. It's now Faiza's turn, and Faiza grabs out of the air just this piece of light and molds it in her hand, and you can see this kind of orb of just raw sunlight start to form. And she throws it out in front of the shark, who now has to make a con saving throw. I realize that making a shark, a naturally beefy creature, roll a Constitution saving throw isn't the best idea. But I rolled a 2, so it doesn't matter. It is now going to take. Let's see here. 13 points of damage, and the shark is blinded.
Very nice. Could I, as a bonus action on my turn, have also done my Guardian Roar so that the shark has disadvantage on attacks against people that aren't me? Cool.
With the blind, you know what? Yes, you do. DC?
It's a 13.
I rolled a 4, so it's A-okay.
Okay, perfect.
It failed. So this burnt, necroticized, slashed-at shark, who is currently blinded, is going to it dives into the sea, and you all see it go under. Ligaya, since you're attached to it,
Yes.
you see that it dives underneath the boat and charges as fast as it can into just under the boat.
That's concerning.
Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
I mean, I can certainly try.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Do this one. Ha! That's a natural 1.
Natural 1. Can you make me an athletics check at disadvantage?
Sure. You go away. That's a natural 1.
Okay, Ligaya. The last thing, one of the things you see before you see just darkened light spots in your eyes, is just your head hitting the undercarriage of the boat. Please take 14 bludgeoning damage.
I'm still alive. I'm still up.
And you lose grip of the Tiburons.
Okay.
Who then swims underneath the boat and surfaces flying back into the air in front of the boat. Ligaya, you are currently underneath the boat. It is now your turn.
Cool. I'd like to swim out from not under the boat.
Okay. That'll take 10 feet of movement to get back to the surface if you want to take that.
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
And then I would like to get back onto the boat.
Okay. That's going to take another 10 feet of movement just to do the climbing of it.
Cool.
So you used 20 feet of movement already.
And I'm going to sit there and regret my life choices.
Okay. Miraculously, you still have your grappling hook.
Hell yeah. I will take that. Is the shark within range?
The shark is within range.
May I please throw my grappling hook again?
You may.
I'm not trying to write it this time. I just want to grapple it. Conviction damage up front.
Sabi, you see the early signs of a bruise just appearing on like Gaia's head.
Oh, it's more than a bruise.
And you're pretty sure that this is reaching into mild concussion.
So 7 points of force damage. Now for the attack. What is that? Hello? I can't see it.
Hello?
9. That's only a 15.
15?
Yeah.
A 15 misses.
That's fine. That makes sense. But it still takes 7 points of force damage.
Yep. As you're just kind of like getting your head back on right, kind of still dizzy, you just kind of like, so throw the grappling hook. It misses, but is there anything you want to do with your bonus action? Okay. That brings us to Talirock. Talirock, it's your turn.
Jesus. Wow. Okay, cool, great. Amazing. Okay. First things first, I look back at the guy and I'm like, please stay on the boat this time. Can you do that? Just breathe with me. And I use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on her.
Okay.
And that is going to look. D&D Beyond is so helpful when you're actually using D&D Beyond. That is 1d4 4 plus my spellcasting modifier. So that's a +4. So 8 plus my proficiency bonus, which is now 3. So 11. You get the max.
You add your proficiency bonus to healing spells?
I'm a Babylon who is a sacrifice.
I wrote that. I wrote
I was
this.
about to say, you wrote this, didn't you?
Did I? I don't know.
It was a weird 2 weeks. It was a very crunchy 2 weeks.
So you get 11 points back.
All right. Oh, bless. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not blessed. It's Word of Healing.
And then I look over.
I'm struggling today, okay, y'all?
I look over at well, first things first. Okay. First thing then I look back over at the, what are they called again?
Tiburona.
I'm gonna say Topanga.
Yes. Topanga from Full House. In pre-colonial. Wait, no. Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World.
Hey, there we go. I didn't watch those shows, so.
I look back over to Tiburona and I'm like, can you please stop hurting my friends now? And I use my action, because I have the spell concentrated, to call down lightning upon them. They need to make a saving throw that is a dexterity saving throw. And the DC for that is 21.
You know, that's a very high DC. I want you to know that this Tiburona just gave it all to try and roll against that. I rolled a 2, therefore not helping it in the slightest. You see your lightning hitting it, and you just see it's just shaking from just the damage from it. Please, how much damage does it take?
3d10 lightning damage.
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not either.
Tiburonas.
That's rough. I won't add anything to it. Oh, but I do have a question out of curiosity. It's not storming outside, right?
It's not.
Okay. Just making sure. That is 24 points. Yes. 8, 6, 10. 24 points of lightning damage.
24? Okay. You see that this just solidly hits it square in the back, and it starts to shake, and you see it lurch a little bit forward and stop its flight momentarily and crashes onto the front of your boat.
Don't hit my boat!
It's not biting, it's just kind of spasming.
I know, still.
Oh, what's up?
The shark is wet, right?
Yes.
It got hit with lightning, right?
Correct.
Does it get a bonus for that?
That is the
it
one
rolled
thing
at disadvantage?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah. So it hits the front of the boat, and I need everybody on the boat right now to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I mean, sure.
Okay.
As the boat just kind of does a lurching motion, as this huge-sized, how much does it weigh again? How much do we say it weighs?
It's a big boy. I don't know.
This 1.5-ton shark hits the front of your boat.
Does an 11 save?
No.
Hey, Paladin, you want to guess what I rolled?
Did you roll the 1?
Yep.
I need you to get new dice.
Does a 4 save?
A 4 does not save, no.
They were all different dice. They were all different D20s.
Okay, Mac, I need you to tell me your mailing address offline. I'm going to send you some dice.
Big facts.
Let's go call Goblin Katie. She said she'd get us some dice.
Yeah.
Let's see how Faiza fares. Faiza saves.
Good.
The DC was 12.
We struggle.
Yeah, there. So all of you lurch forward. You don't take any damage, but you all move forward 5 feet towards the Tiburonas, and you fall prone.
Good.
That's fine.
Yeah. I feel like I've hit Lagaya too many times with this boat already, and it's only been once.
Wait, do I take damage? I wasn't paying attention.
No.
I was too busy.
No.
Okay.
You don't. You just fall forward 5 feet and you're prone. But Talirock and Lagaya, as you lurch forward, you see the shark is just on the ground, and you see residual sparks and lightning coming out from the copper plate that's wedged in its mouth. It looks like whatever damage you're causing it is being amplified by this plating. Which looks like someone literally just jabbed in a slab of copper. That brings us to Gani.
I would like to stand up and rush the shark.
All right, you rush the shark. Not a sentence I thought I'd hear, but...
I'm going to charge at it, and I'm going to attack it twice with my glaive. Now that we are 5th level, I get an extra attack.
Oh no.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Thank goodness. Okay, alrighty. We have a chance. That is going to be 9 points on the first attack.
9 points.
And 18 to hit again for another 5 points of slashing damage.
Destroy them.
Does it still seem to be alive?
It seems very healthy still.
Good. I'm going to action surge, and I'm going to attack it again. That's a 19 to hit.
19 to hit. Hits.
Okay, that is an additional 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage.
Are you keeping track on your end, or should I start tallying?
I'm keeping track.
Perfect, great. I just want to make sure that I don't have to. And does a 16 hit?
A 16 meets.
Sneak in another 5 points of damage there.
All right.
And as that happens, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my molten armor, reach into the pouch and pull out a little bit of volcanic rock and ash and use that to spark this kind of thin flow of magma around me as it coats my armor.
As you hit it again, you see it just kind of open its mouth in pain, but doesn't really have proper vocal cords outside of the water, so it just goes as you see this copper plate in its mouth kind of wedged in there, like if you get something caught between your teeth and it kind of hurts. Just the worst possible version of that in its mouth. Which brings us to Faiza's turn. Let's see what spell Faiza casts next. She's going to dismiss the miniature sun that she has. And she is instead going to cast Magic Missile, because it's nice and simple. Some D4s here. I'm never allowed to roll for her Magic Missile ever again. I just rolled 4 4s.
I think you should keep doing that, actually.
I should never again. Dealing literally max damage. So that brings us over to Tiburona's turn, who looks at you, Gani, and it opens its mouth very wide at you. and doesn't do anything. But its mouth is wide open. You can get a good view of its many rows of teeth. And it stays still. That brings us to Lagaya. Your turn.
Oh my god, can I please get into range with it now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I will walk over and just take my axe and just very, very tiredly, very dripping wet, very bruised and still reeling from bite. Oh, I just realized I had bite marks and then I went into salt water.
Yes. It's a good thing that concussion is dampening the hurt of it.
Great. Yay, cool. I'm just gonna take my Benung and swing at it.
Okay.
Conviction damage, please. Thank God I have conviction damage. I've never been more grateful for a feature ever than when I'm playing the character who can't roll above a 2. Okay, cool. Well, that's 3 points of force damage because I rolled another freaking 1! I'm gonna go roll my attack roll now.
Okay.
That's cocked. Oh my god. I thought that is not a 1, but it is a 7, so it doesn't hit. It is a 14 to hit, so it misses.
That's a miss. That brings us...
I do have a bonus action, though.
Oh, what do you want to do?
Attack it again, because god, I'm tired.
Alright.
One of these dice has to roll above a 10, right? Right? Law of probability, right?
No, that's not how it works. Can someone call Goblin Katie? We're in a mess.
What color do you want
25!
your new dice to be?
I rolled a 25, okay?
You hit.
Please tell me that hits.
You hit, yeah.
Okay. God. For 1 point of damage.
1 point of damage. Excellent. If nothing else, that brings us to Talirock's turn. You're muted.
I'm like ready to it's like, fuck this shit. I'm getting ready to call more lightning, but I see it stops. And it has its mouth open. And the guy just attempts to wail on it. I look at it and I look at Bayani. And I look back at it. And I walk towards it. With its mouth still open, I assume, yes?
Yep.
And I say... Yeah, I say, you cannot understand me, probably, but I'm going to attempt to get this piece out of your mouth. And if you bite me, I will destroy you from the inside out.
Its mouth remains open.
I will attempt, if I'm going to look back at Lagaya and Gani, and I'm like, okay. And I will attempt to, and I will, I guess, kind of step inside. I'm sure it's a huge thing. So
it's literally a huge monstrosity.
Yeah. And how far back is it? Is the
from head to tail, it's about 40 feet.
What I mean is, where is the copper piece in the mouth?
Oh, it's near the back end of the rows of teeth. So it's quite a ways in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Try me if you want to. Yeah, I'm going to walk inside of this thing with Bayani with me, and attempt to take the copper piece out. Well, I'll walk inside first and see what it does before I get back there.
Are you sure that's wise?
Its mouth remains open.
Not really. Yeah, and I will grab onto the copper piece. How big is it compared to me?
Compared to you, it's about the same size as a regular sized book for a medium-sized creature.
Okay. Then yeah, I will attempt to yank it out.
Okay. I'll allow you to make either a medicine check, a nature check, or a straight up strength check.
Okay.
I know as a Babaylan halfling, that strength check must seem really appealing.
Mm-mm. Not at all. You said medicine. I'll do nature because that's my best thing right now. That is a 25. That's an 18 on the die.
Okay. You grab onto it with one hand, and with the other, you kind of push the gums in a way that makes it so they're not as disrupted or moved when you move the copper plate. And you pull it out, and this Tiburona's passes out on the front of your ship.
Oops.
It's still breathing. It's just unconscious.
Yeah. I will quickly, okay, get out of there with the copper piece.
Okay. Looking at this copper piece briefly, looking past the blood on it, there's writing on this.
And what does the writing say?
It's an invitation to a party.
What? Okay. I will hold this off for a second, and I go, "What do we do with the big thing on my ship?"
How did you know that would knock it out?
I didn't. But I'm glad it did.
Then why did you?
Well, there was a piece. Have you ever had? I know you've had a piece of bread that was just a little bit too hard, and it got lodged into your gum, and it hurts.
Yes.
Basically, the same thing was happening to it, but instead of a piece of bread, it was a copper piece. It might have eaten someone, and that was left.
Interesting.
What are we doing with the shark?
I mean, honestly, we just got to get it off of the ship. I don't want it. We got to go, and it's a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem. I say, with massive bite marks all over.
I go, I'll heal you. Let's just, what's more important? Getting it off or getting you back?
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm good. Let's get this so that the boat doesn't sink and then we're all screwed.
I will try to push the unconscious shark into the water.
It weighs 3,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
It does not stop me from trying.
Right.
I will also try.
Please roll me a strength check.
Both of us?
Choose one of you and then add a 1d4 to that roll. Who has the higher strength?
I am moderately strong.
So am I?
You can say a number. It's fine.
+3 modifier.
+3 modifier.
Okay.
So just choose one of you to roll. Based on max luck, maybe not Mac.
I was like, don't, no.
I will give you guidance regardless. So you actually do 2d4 instead of 1.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do it. This is going to go well. This is going to go well. This is going to go well. I convince myself. That is it just straight strength or is it athletics?
Straight strength.
Then it is a 19.
With a heaving just push,
Evil.
and just pushing and just trying to get this stupid shark off the ship. Please. The shark, it's heavy. Someone please help. Oh my gosh, you just finally get it off the boat with a very heavy roll.
As it goes, I just kick it a little bit, kind of upset at it still.
As you do, the boat goes from this to kind of doing the opposite motion of just this suddenly.
Good.
But you're all able to just continue sailing on now without this 3,000-pound weight on just one end of a ship.
One second, I'm just typing up real quick.
No worries. Well, Gaia,
Hi.
you discover something.
What is it?
You discover 7 teeth.
Cool, I was about to ask how many teeth are embedded in me.
Yep. You find 7 teeth embedded in your armor and skin. from the Tiburonas.
Fun. I spent
When
the
it
next-
bites, it leaves teeth in?
Yeah, it's a shark.
I ain't never got bit by a shark before. You made it seem like I knew what that was gonna do.
I mean,
Hear the tooth.
CB, you're known for two things: your performance life and being bit by sharks. Come on now.
Yes.
I would like to assist in removing teeth.
God, it's like when you go to the beach and you have sand everywhere, except it's just teeth.
You ever go to the beach and just one with teeth in you? Gosh. Oh, Void Singles would love this talk.
I hate the teeth. They're sharp and they get everywhere.
I head over to her and I go, that looks really painful.
To be fair, I think what hurt worse was going into the salt water afterwards. Yeah, that one it made it a lot worse. Okay, hold on, wait, found one.
But Bayani, can you help, please? And Bayani will actually come over to you and basically almost like envelop you. And there's like and she like kind of like stands up, and a medium creature, so she's pretty tall. And she just envelops you completely. There's a warm sensation you get as through her. I cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Okay.
You get 13, 19, no, 13, 17, 20 points of healing back.
Oh, cool. I am doing a lot better. I am about 2/3 better.
Do you need more?
I can probably sleep off the rest. Unless we're like gonna be arriving somewhere soon. I should be okay.
I look back at the plate, the copper piece, and I'm too short, but I have like a small bucket of water somewhere on the ship.
Yeah.
And I just like rinse it off. And then like, huh? And I read it.
So this piece of copper is very beautifully put together. It's whoever engraved this took the time and dedication and has had years of practice at the least to make writing this well made. Because inscribing onto a piece of copper is very, very difficult in and of itself. But this is beautiful to behold. It's an invitation to a gala event held by the Jeweled Hawk. You're looking at it at the front, but it's just a beautiful piece. You flip it over, and there, while the front piece of it is beautiful to behold, the back of it looks like scarring. As you read, "To my favorite daughter and her friends. See you there."
Okay.
And what
my
date
favorite daughter and her friends
is the event?
There's no date for it.
Okay.
Strange. This invitation does not tell you when or
This is
where
a
to
different
arrive.
show. Sorry. Yeah, now I look at it and go, someone's invited to a party, but it's not us, so maybe we just need to, we don't need to, I guess when we go to the village, we can see if anybody lost a invitation.
Or like, a loved one.
Oh.
Might have,
Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Yeah. Then we will find someone when we get there.
Yeah, we'll ask. I mean, I'm probably, if it's for, what is it, the Puthawanan, there should be someone who sent it and at least knows about it.
Probably. That's what I assume.
Also, let's go with, actually, you would know this. Gani, can you roll me a strength int check?
You avoided the intelligent
Why?
person to ask someone else to make an intelligence check.
I'm aware.
It's funny. It's funny how you said that. Because like,
Why?
And go ahead and roll an advantage.
Thank goodness, because that first roll was a total of 0.
Nice.
That is a total of 17.
17.
right.
You glance at the description on the back, and it something doesn't seem right until you realize the reason why the back of this looks so different is that proper carving tools weren't used to inscribe on the back. Someone used claws to inscribe this.
It looks like someone different wrote the note on the back than on the front.
What do you mean?
It looks like they didn't use the same thing. It looks scratchy as opposed to precise. It's not a clear, precise cut like on the front. It's very much like, I don't know how to explain it. It just looks like it's not the same craftsmanship.
Oh, you think like someone else wrote on the back, or if someone just lost their writing utensil and they decided to use something else?
I don't know. It seems as though perhaps this was a later addition, like someone scratched it in themselves. It says something about being to my daughter and her friends, right?
Mm-hmm. To my favorite daughter and her friends. See you there. I don't know who the daughter is.
I need to legitimately roll a check to see if I've pieced this together as Gani. What was the description of the thing that made the attack at the docks? Did it have claws?
It was, you haven't really spoken to a lot of people, but from the description of it, it was this Balat Kayo that attacked with claws.
The Gaia.
Yes. Yeah? What is it? Oh, God.
This creature at the docks claimed to be affiliated with you.
I mean, they said they were a partner or something.
Yes.
I think I looked like I knew him, but I mean, I don't know.
This is, perhaps I've forgotten this because we've been at sea for so long. Were they supposed to be your father at one point?
I mean,
Is this a note from them to you?
That makes no sense.
I've never met my dad. I don't know if my father's met me. The form they took, it looked familiar, and I got that, feeling in your gut, like you've seen someone before. And, I sort of maybe thought it might have been my dad, but I've never seen him, and I wouldn't know. I figured it was just, I was in someone else's memory, so it, bleed of emotions and stuff. I didn't say he's not my actual. He can't be, right?
I don't know.
But I mean, look, if that's your father, that's a thing.
Yeah.
But no, it's not like we saw a messenger run through the village like, and come to you and say, this is from your dad. We fought a shark and found a copper piece and a shark that happened to say your favorite daughter. That doesn't necessarily mean it came from the really weird monster and it decided to leave a note for us. Just so happened to be going this way. I just think you could be any daughter and any friend.
I mean, like, it's really betting on a shark's sense of direction to get it to me if that was my dad.
Via a shark too?
Via a shark?
That's a choice.
Also, why did it bite me?
Well, you did jump on it.
Maybe.
It bit me before I jumped on it. I jumped on it because it bit me.
Well, you were in the back.
Fair.
Sorry?
Nah,
I'm gonna kill Rose again just because he feels slightly bad. Take 12 more points of healing.
thank you.
You're right. Maybe this is all a silly idea.
I mean,
It seems a coincidence.
yeah, I sure. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. It just. I think I need to just sleep.
But also, like, just a question.
Yes.
I mean, we don't really need to get into this too much. I probably shouldn't know. I'm kind of nosy. Favorite daughter? Do you have more than one sibling?
I have a brother. I know I have a brother. I think I had other siblings, but I'd never met them.
Yeah, favorite would mean like they had to have at least another daughter to make you the favorite.
At least another daughter, and I mean, I don't know if there was another. It might have just been me and my brother. So.
Yeah, don't put that load on your shoulders. Don't even think that. I go over to Gani and say, "Why would you put that in her head?"
It's not very nice to call someone your favorite daughter if you have multiple daughters. Like, you're not supposed to pick favorites, are you? I don't have any kids.
I mean, I had a favorite brother, but he was the only brother I knew. So
but that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Nah. I mean, I have favorite food.
Yeah.
Right, but if you tell a chicken that it is your favorite food, the salad will not be upset that chicken is your favorite food.
Salads can't talk.
Well, yes, but that's my point, is that it's different. If you tell, your first child that they're your favorite, then your second child hears that, then that is not good, because then they will feel slighted.
This is why I'm not having kids.
Yeah, no, I feel that one, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I think, was it, so I don't remember last time, did Faiza mention the hawk, right? Last time?
Mm-hmm. She did.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, if we've got the invitation, I think Faiza mentioned possibly wanting to meet, the jeweled hawk, that spirit, because, knowledge and stuff. I mean,
yes.
Even if it's not addressed to me, which why would it be? That's preposterous. That's ridiculous, anyways. But we happen to have an invitation. It might be a good way for Lagaya to, not Lagaya. Sorry, I'm really concussed. For Faiza
you need to sit down.
I really should. Faiza to go and her quest for knowledge and stuff. I'm gonna sit.
We have a couple more days, right? Paladin, we have a couple more days at least, right?
Yeah, you have 3 more days of travel ahead of you.
Yeah, we have a couple more days. Lay down, sleep. We'll talk about it. I don't know if I feel comfortable using somebody else's invitation because it feels weird. I feel like I'm stealing, and I don't want to steal anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if it isn't for us or me, then which it shouldn't be. Like, why would it be? We should probably try and return it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But go to sleep. We will. What were you? I'm sorry, I cut you off. I talk too much.
I was just gonna say maybe it's more of a metaphorical childhood, right? Maybe it's actually Faiza who is the child of the one with much knowledge. Faiza is the one seeking knowledge. It's
Yeah, I mean,
a
and it was,
similar
what did you say? It was
relationship.
claws? Like hawks have claws,
Oh,
right?
that is a very good
yeah,
idea.
no,
Yes, I think that is probably correct. Don't you think so, Faiza?
Faiza is currently studying the teeth.
You know what? We'll come back to you later. I think you'll be very interested in this when you're done studying those teeth. Much knowledge in the teeth.
I suddenly hear Faiza say yes really loudly.
I go back to the steering and I get the boat going. Well, actually, what I quickly do is do a once over. This is what what I do each time I get into any type of scrap when I'm out at sea. I'll just go through the boat to see if there's any holes, any punctures, anything like that. And if there are, I'll spend the time to like mend them both with magic and with my hands to just make sure everything's fine. Because
there's no puncture marks. The shark didn't bite the ship, but when it did land on it, it did cause a cracking in the lip of the ship near the front bow.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, I worked so hard on this. Can you help me, Bayani?" And I'll just start to fix that.
Oh,
Okay.
Would you like assistance? I believe I have a little bit of wood with me that we could use to fix it.
I mean, it's not necessarily like broken. It's just cracked. I can mend cracks.
Okay. Well, if you need any assistance, I have a couple pieces of wood with me.
No, go lay down. You didn't get hit, but you look rough. That's not a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
We're tired. I'm gonna go back to mend.
Don't yell at me because I'm not sleeping well, okay? It's not going to help me sleep if I feel pressured to sleep.
Do it!
You are really loud.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then what I'm actually going to do after that is take 10 minutes to cast silence around the Gaia. So you can sleep in peace. How about that?
So over the next 3 days, is there anything that y'all want to do over the next 2 days when you have some downtime to yourselves?
In denial.
I mean, that's always free. You can do that whenever you want.
I think maybe like an hour or two later, after a brief nap, I will have a thought, and I will kind of turn, and I guess I'll walk over to Talirock, and I'll say, do sharks breathe?
I mean, Tiburones probably do. Sharks, maybe. Yeah? I mean, they have to breathe in some way, shape, or form.
But can they breathe air? Because when the shark was on the boat, it was breathing. Is it a real shark?
Talirock, you know this, that Tiburones aren't sharks. They're just kind of shark shaped. They're able to fly, so that therefore makes them not a shark, most definitely. But they are able to breathe on just air, not water, on air for up to 8 hours.
Technically, they seal their gills so they can hold their breath or hold oxygen in them for 8 hours and fly for 8 hours.
But I simply say, well, I mean, to be fair, that wasn't like actually a shark. That was a shark that looked like a shark but wasn't really a shark.
It was a shark.
It's like, you know, like ashwans. Sometimes they look like us, but they're not actually one of us.
Yes.
It was basically that, but not an aswan.
So it was an aswang that looks like a shark.
It was not an aswan.
Oh.
I use that as that. I like clasp your face. That's called an example.
Oh.
So the Tiburones was a monstrosity thing that looks like a shark. That in the same way that some aswangs look like us.
But they're not really us.
No.
So you're saying that it's not really a shark?
Yes.
So what is it?
A Tiburona.
But isn't that just a large flying shark?
Gandhi, have you ever looked at the sun?
No, why do you ask?
Just stay over there for a second, and I walk back to my post. and I just start to say,
You're like, Gandhi, you literally go, Gandhi, look over there, and just walk away. Oh,
Oh, jeez.
no. Oh,
Sure.
God.
Oh my God.
The sun.
Look, I tried. I tried.
No, and it worked. That's the funny thing. It worked.
It really did.
Gandhi did go look at the sun.
It's like a parent handing a child like a Game Boy or something. Just like, look at this instead. I'm done. I'm not getting out of this conversation. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
Go watch TV.
Yeah.
Go
watch
stare at the sun.
Gaia, is there anything you want to do for the 3 days of travel?
I will say after that encounter, every day every morning as part of my like rich. Okay, actually, yeah, I just realized there is something I want to ask. Because I do like my rite of the ancestors, I can do that. So I would like to choose the person who, or the thing that did the attack on the docks as my quarry.
Okay.
And I get 3 questions. Okay, I'm gonna just do. Is my quarry within 1 mile?
Is that your first question?
Yes.
Okay, let me just see the description of this class feature again. All right. You receive this vision of a river stopping. That is a no.
Okay. Does my quarry have any damage? Is it damage resistances or immunities?
You can only ask about resistances.
Okay, I can only do resistances. So resistances.
You get the image of a hammer, a sword, and a spear. Resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, piercing.
Okay.
From non-magical or just in general?
It only just showed those 3 things.
Okay. Well, let's do, and then I guess I don't really have another question to ask. But like I do this ritual every morning, just sort of because I can do it every morning, just sort of trying to keep tabs on it. I'm not gonna bother asking like every single question because
I mean, you can ask one other question with just the one use.
Yeah. You know what? Let's do. Let's do AC.
AC?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then not as part of that rite, but just as part of my communing of the ancestors, I am going to very hesitantly ask about my dad.
Okay.
It is posed exactly like that. It is just a my dad question, because she doesn't even know where to begin with it. She's just kind of confused as to why it felt like she knew that man when she knows for a fact she has never met her father.
Okay. Give me the exact question. Or is it just my dad?
It is. I think she sits there and tries to think of a question for a while, and it just. She goes, "Is that my is that my? I don't. It is just sort of like that. It is. She cannot form. She cannot find the words because it is just a well of where to. She doesn't even know where to start. So it's just kind of like my father.
Okay.
general like help.
Okay. You get this image. You're holding on to this child, and you are running away from a forest fire. You are desperate to get away from whoever started this, and you are running as fast as you can through the forest. You trip once, and you use that to roll instead of landing on the person you're holding. You make it onto the beach, and you run partially on where the ocean hits the waves. You hold out this small child in front of you, this baby. It's a very young female Blatkayo. She's screaming, but she's alive. You have a sense of relief, and you keep running, and that's all you get.
Okay. Thank you. I think. Well, I really hope it is just for Faiza and it's a metaphor and all of that. That would be really nice. That's just kind of how that goes.
Talirock, what do you do for 3 days?
Well, every day, and I meant to say this beforehand, but I didn't get a chance to, and that's fine, so it's whatever. But every day in the morning, because eventually he does go to sleep. Every day in the morning, he does a ritual with Bayani, and you see that he keeps some of the that bucket of salt water. He kind of just takes it and like pours a little bit on his head and just lets it drip down as he does his ritual. Perhaps it's cleansing, but he doesn't know. But I will say during one of these days, because I don't think he's told anybody yet, one of these days he will go to Gani. It actually might be the same day. As a matter of fact, that was the same day. No, a different day. I go to Gani at some point if he's like perhaps looking over the ship. Not sure, maybe just looking out because it's a pretty sight being on the open water. And I go, hey, question. Have you ever like seen what's like down there? Like looking at the water.
Like in the water or like the bottom of the water?
Both. Like what's like down there?
Well, I've occasionally gone swimming, but not in waters this deep. That seems dangerous.
It's not that dangerous.
Well, we were attacked by a shark.
But we weren't attacked today.
A fair point. Why do you ask?
I don't know. And I attempt to push him in the water.
Sure.
But it's more like my foot like slides in front of him as I push, because I'm not really that strong, but I'm just hoping that he trips.
Do I need to roll something?
Are you actively trying to trip him up, Talirock?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say you need to roll just a straight up attack roll, Talirock.
Okay. Using my strength, my what?
We're going to go with your dexterity.
Okay.
This is what happens when the wizard
Am I
is gone.
proficient in tripping?
No, you are not. No, you are not.
Everyone's proficient in unarmed attacks.
Okay, then what do I do? Because I'm a fuck ass. This is an attack roll. No, it's a spell. You got lucky. Ooh, it's not a spell. Okay, that's fine. I will attempt to do this. That is okay. It's actually a 19 on the die, so that's a 21.
in this sense, I'm going to allow the Steadfast Protector feature to apply against this. So what is your AC plus 5, Gunny?
AC plus 5 is 22.
Oh, bitch!
Talirock, you swing your leg like just the most obtuse hook / scythe / something, just kind of like, really rope him in there. And Ghani looks down at this like halfling foot tugging at him.
I guess. See, it was supposed to work, and like you.
Did you slip? Are you holding on to my leg to keep from falling?
Oh no! I need saving. I jump into the water, and I go down.
All right.
Talirock, are you okay?
Blah 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 in the water.
And I will just drop my weapons. I don't have time to jump out of my armor, which is metal. And I will jump in an attempt to save Talirock.
Sure.
I feel like right about now is when I exit out of the house on the Balangay and just see this.
As you emerge, you see Ghani just go and literally just step off the edge of the boat.
You're wearing. Okay.
It's not a dive. It's just a straight drop into the water.
It's just like walking off the end of the gangplank. Just one step, just drop. And yeah, I will attempt to go swim and catch Talirock before Talirock drowns.
When you get into the water, I stop, and I like. You can breathe! I always cast water breathing as a ritual every day. No one's known until now.
Well, that's convenient.
I just wanted you to see that it worked. Can you understand me underwater?
Yes. Why are you talking like this?
I don't know. I've never tried to talk underwater before.
Is this helpful? Someone tell me. Do you understand me better if I talk like this or if I talk like this?
No, put your hands back up.
Okay, good to know. This is how we need to talk underwater.
Okay, I really do need your help though, because I can't swim. Yeah, I can, but not as good as you. I have small feet.
Okay.
I'm like doggy paddling close to him, but I'm not going far.
Okay. I am going to attempt to swim over to where Talirock is, and then get, hook one arm underneath like one of his arms, and then get over to the boat and just like hoist him up before climbing back up myself.
That was fun.
When you emerge, Ligaius definitely has picked up your gun. And is looking at it really curiously.
Yes. Would you care to learn how to shoot it? Do you know how to shoot a gun?
No, I've never seen. I mean, I've heard of, I've seen other people use it. I've never really, trained. My kuya wouldn't let me.
Well, you know what? We have a little bit of time before we get in. I will teach you how to shoot, and I will show you how it works. And maybe one day, if we ever make it back to, hold up, I need to pull up my notes. If we ever make it back to Puthawanan, to Iraga, we can go to my master, who makes them, and we can get you one.
Just let me know when you start shooting stuff. We're in open water and that attracts sound. I'll just make sure that no one can hear where the shot happens.
I wouldn't want you to waste any bullets or anything, so I mean, just how does it work? Ligaius says, probably staring right down the barrel.
You hear a voice near the tail end of the boat. And in common, you hear a voice just call it, going, "Not like that!"
I look towards the voice.
I look towards the voice on my boat.
You see this blue-scaled and purple-haired merfolk creature, just kind of leaning onto the side of the vessel. From what I've seen, you can't look down the. That's where the bullet comes out.
Yes.
You can't hold it like that.
That's why I was looking at it, because I want to know how the bullet comes out.
It just comes out. You don't look down. It's like a volcano, or like looking at it. You can't put your eye. Nothing should be in front of it.
I'm going to take the gun from Lagaya and unload it, and then hand it back. Now you may look.
Lagaya immediately goes right down to staring it down the barrel.
Excuse me. Hi.
Hi.
You just coming along for the ride?
Well, sort of. I was going to see if you fine folks were interested in buying some of my wares, but then she was looking down the barrel of a gun, and I'm more concerned about her eye safety at this point.
We have a merfolk shopkeeper in the middle of the ocean.
Is she going to be okay?
Yes, I have taken the ammunition out of the gun.
And I wasn't touching the trigger.
Yes. You know what? I will teach you later all
Okay.
about firearm safety, and we'll go over it. There's a nice long course you have to take. I'll teach you all of it.
What wares do you have, though?
I've got all kinds of things, especially if you like eating things from the sea. I've mostly got things from the sea.
Like what?
Well,
Do you have a Tiburona? No, we don't want that. We already have one.
We have 7 Tiburones. We don't need any more.
But we could sell Tiburon teeth. Maybe.
I'm not quite sure why you have Tiburone teeth. I'm not really in the mood to buy.
They
Tiburone
were in
teeth.
me.
I can get all the Tiburone teeth I can get, really. And as they say this, he points just kind of underneath the water, and if you look over to the side of the edge, you can see this Tiburone hooked up with just ropes and leather straps to what looks to be a aquatic undersea boat, essentially. There's something to hold all of his different supplies and whatnot.
So a submarine?
I'm not going to say submarine.
An underwater boat?
I'm no scientist, so I'm not going to say submarine. But it's just using it as like a animal of burden. I've got food in case you're starving. I have fresh water in case you can't drink the salt stuff. I got some cooking supplies. I got some weapons, but it looks like your friend here has quite a few weapons that he should probably get away from the young miss, or at least be more dutiful about. Please don't look at the front end of a gun again. Please don't do that. I also have a Lintaka, but I feel like she wouldn't be safe around that one either. Kind of more so.
You have a Lantaka?
I have a
What's
Lintaka.
It's a big cannon. That was another thing my Kuya never let me touch.
I mean, good if you're gonna look down the front end of a gun.
Hold up, we are a sailing vessel. We might have need for a Lintaka. How much for the Lintaka?
Well, what do you have to trade?
Well, we do have Tiburon teeth.
Again, I don't have any demand for Tiburone teeth because I have an ample supply of Tiburone teeth, so I don't need the Tiburone teeth.
Well, I have some coins. If you're interested in coins, I have many coins of multiple varieties.
Coins I accept.
Yeah, how many coins would you like?
For a Lintaka, it's kind of a special Lintaka. It's the only one I have.
Yes.
Only one I've really seen. I had to get someone to verify that it is a Lintaka, but it is a Lintaka indeed. And you see him dive underneath and come back with this very intricately carved Lintaka with bits of obsidian put into the grooves on the outside of it.
That looks like a Lantaka from what I can tell. It's really nice. Where'd you find it?
Ship.
Sunken ship?
Sunken ship.
Okay.
I'm no thief. I'm no thief.
Okay.
Inside check.
Yeah, please roll.
I really don't care, but it's just how he said that. I'm no thief with guidance. That is 17.
As far as you can tell, that they ain't no thief. They haven't done any kind of thieving that they know of.
That's valid.
For this one, I go for 120 of the real bright ones, the kind of warm looking ones. You call them gold? I'll take 120 gold for this.
Hey, and does that come with ammunition? Do you have ammunition and powder required to fire it, or do you not have that?
With all the respect, I travel by sea, so any kind of gunpowder would be worthless at this point.
It's just interesting that you're selling to Lintaka without it, because
Oh, I mean,
you need. It's fine. It's fine.
I
We'll
mean,
Some
figure it
people
out.
like keep them as trophies.
That's very fair. Okay.
Do you need? I just sort of lean over to Gunny and like, do you need? I have like a little bit. If you need extra.
I have almost enough. I have 80 gold pieces.
Okay. Well, I've only got 10, so I can't really help there. It puts us
You-
to 90 though.
I look at Gunny and you see that he's like conflicted in face, but not necessarily saying that, though he can't really hide his feelings either. Do you really want it?
Well, it seems like it might be useful, either if we, came across another flying shark or another vessel with people who were unkind to us.
Do I have to attach it to my boat?
I would be happy to help you attach it to your boat.
Do I have to attach it to my boat?
Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to.
One of us could carry it.
Yes, that sounds like a good idea.
I just never thought my boat would have like a weapon like that on it.
We don't
So
have to
we
attach it.
Do not have to put it on the boat.
But you really want it, don't you?
It seems very cool.
Fine, I pushed you in the water, and I will give you the rest of the. I'll give you 10 gold as well.
Well, we're only at 100 still.
How much do you need?
120. Faiza, do you have gold?
Let me check Faiza's sheet real quick.
Don't just offer up her money.
I'm kidding. I genuinely, I wouldn't take Latia's money. Obviously, no.
As far as I can tell, she's broke, so that's fine.
That's fine.
I will give you these clothes that I have.
No.
No, I've got. I don't pull out of a bag. I've got like fabric clothes. Like,
I pull out a sling, and it's a really nice sling. Honestly, it's never been used because he doesn't really use them. He has it as a gift from his dad, but like he is not an attack type person. And I hold out the sling. I go, "We can give you money and this."
Oh,
resell
jeez.
it.
An eye patch.
No, it's not an eye.
Unless you really like eye patches.
Do you really like eye patches?
I'm quite fond of eye patches.
I will take part of the sling and I will detach it from the wood, and I make sure like the ends is like tied together. Eye patch.
Oh, that's beautiful.
100 of the shiny things and an eye patch for the Lintaka.
Yeah, I like that deal. I like that a whole lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, not to. I know you don't trust me after seeing me stare down the barrel of a gun. Sorry for that. Still learning.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I know better now. Thank you. Very appreciated. Are you traveling? Where are you traveling next?
Oh, I kind of just sail out here in the water. I see boats come here every so often. I kind of like to introduce myself. Most of the time, I am not shot at.
That's good. We have not shot at you either.
Yeah, but I'm worried that like maybe that would be preferable instead of her almost shooting herself.
Well, no one shot anybody, so we're quite safe.
Yeah, it's an amazing day so far.
I agree.
Would you like some protection in case you happen to be targeted by a shot.
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a couple rituals up my proverbial sleeves, that can help bolster your defenses in the event that, a shot happens to head in your direction. We could also trade that for the shooty thing.
No, I'm good. Most of the time they miss.
Yes, you seem
Fair.
quite clever to not be hit.
Oh no, it's luck. It's pure luck.
What's your name?
Oh, guitar.
Guitar.
Qatar.
Katana.
What's katana?
I thought. Wait.
Katar.
Qatar. Oh, I like that name. Qatar. Okay. Well, here you go. And I hand him the eye patch, and I give Gani the rest of the 10 gold from my.
I also give Gunny the 10 gold.
Okay. I will give you all of the gold.
You see him take the gold kind of nonchalantly, then takes the eye patch. You see him swim down to his boat, and you see him pull out a small box. And Lagaya, you see him open this box, and it's a box full of different eye patches.
Oh my gosh.
And he puts it in there, closes it, and taps it, and then straps it back onto his moving vessel, and comes back up with this Lantaka with obsidian shards just kind of embedded in some of the grooves. Here you go.
Thank you. This is very beautiful.
It is also very heavy.
Of course, I will lift it with all of my might.
Yeah. For the record, Lantaka weighs 10 pounds. A very
Easy.
awkward 10 pounds.
Perfect. I will.
Which is actually, I think, less than they weigh in real life.
Much less. Much less. Oh my god. But you have a Lantaka. You have to mount it, I believe.
You can mount it, or you can just carry it.
I think I will follow the example of Apalaki, and I will not mount it. I will carry it.
All right. Now, can I interest any of you in an insurmountable amount of crab meat?
Well, if you're just going to give it away, then yes.
Yeah, I don't want to see people starve.
We'll take crab meat.
Yeah.
You see him swim back down, and he pulls out a small cage filled with with crabs.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah,
Sure,
if he hands me that, I'll take the cake. Oh.
He doesn't hand you it. He just goes, "Yeah, I gotta keep the cage though," and he just kind of dumps like 5 or 6 crabs onto the deck of your ship. They are still alive and they are still moving.
I will attempt to pin them down with my glaive so that they cannot walk away.
They're very easy to hit. They're not very fast.
Good. I'll use the blunt end. I'm just going to hold them.
I will also play Whack-A-Crab with the blunt end of my banong.
Yeah, that's how you get them.
I'm gonna reach for one of them, like, ooh, ow!
While you're focused on that one, Talirock, one comes up to your foot and just on your leg.
Oh my! Why would you do that?
I will bat it away. I'll smack it. No, bad crab.
The crab has no emotion on its face. It is a crab.
I would like to find a small crate or bucket or something that we can keep crabs in.
Yeah, it takes you a moment to get all the crabs packed up. At this point, Qatar has kind of packed up his storefront, and with a very nonchalant goodbye, goes bye and gets pulled underneath the water.
Bye. I knew you could ride those.
That was interesting.
I thought that we have a merfolk shopkeeper. He's
That
like our
was saying
tingle.
they're a merchant.
Our merchant. Yes.
After the session ends, I'm just gonna go into my closet and stare at the wall. After that pun, but the days come and go. You have some crab added to your meals, and it's pretty easy going. On
Can
the
I
third,
train with the Lantaka?
you can start training with Lantaka, but on the third night, Talirock. You're starting to drift off to sleep. Gani and Lagaya have long fallen asleep. Faiza is presumably out helping sail the vessel. When you hear a knocking at one of the support beams outside of the home on your boat.
Does it like sound like somebody at like a door type thing?
Yeah, just straight up.
Bayani, can you stop hitting the window? There's no window. Can you stop hitting the floor?
Talirock. Talirock.
Bayani, I'm trying to sleep.
I know you can hear me, Talirock. I know you can hear us, Talirock. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I like look over at Bayani. What are they doing?
Bayani is currently sleeping. Do you know how you're going to die, Talirock? Isn't that a fun question? How you're going to die? Haven't you always wondered how you're going to die?
Hello?
Hello. Hello. We're here. Just open the door. Just open the door. Come outside. We just want to talk.
Do I have any idea what this is?
Can you roll me a nature check?
That's a 15.
15? You're hearing 3 different voices. And in all of creation, there are only 2 things that are known to come in 3s. One of them is unique, and if it was here, this boat and the ocean itself would be in danger. But there's a creature, a spirit, called the Kumakatok, which comes in 3s, 2 men and 1 woman. They are spirits of divination that knock on people's doors. Sometimes they bring illness, sometimes they bring omens, but they've always come with the truth of their divinations.
Talirock, kind of like sits there for a second. If that's what I think it is, why are you here?
To talk about death. Don't you want to listen?
I mean, I'd rather be asleep.
Oh, we know, but we figured it would be better to tell you about your sister. When was the last time you saw her, Talirock?
What's wrong with my sister?
Nothing's wrong yet. All she did was drink some water. You should say hello to her. Say hello to her for us.
But she's back on Pahinga.
How long have you been away?
I mean, not that long.
Are you sure?
What happened to my sister?
She imbibed Black River.
I go to the door and I open it.
Outside of your boat, you see 3 figures, all swathed in black cloaks. 2 of them are men, and the eyes of one of them just glows with this very deep orange and purple light. And the third is a woman. Your sister's imbibed Black River. She belongs to it now. Isn't that fun?
Out of character, what does that mean?
It means that she can either choose to serve the Black River, or she can choose, or she will start to wilt away.
And what's the Black River?
When people die, their souls go through the Black River as a form of acclimatizing to being souls. And from there, they go to their afterlife. Drinking Black River water while you're alive, you have the choice of either choosing to serve it, in which case you will have a life of putting an end to things that delay their death, or you forcefully choose, or you start to wilt away, your soul being pulled to the afterlife.
Why did my sister... Why are you telling me?
Because it wasn't her water to drink. Someone gave it to her without her knowing.
Who?
Ask your friend. It's her father, after all. It's her father that did it.
But that's not actually her.
Why would we lie? All we do is see the future. And with that, there's kind of whipping sound as the bodies inside of these black robes dissipate and the robes fly off into the sea.
I just stay there for a second and then look back at the door that I came out of.
Mm-hmm.
I go back inside and I look at Lagaya, but I go back to sleep.
All right. And it's there that we will take our break. We'll see y'all shortly in about 10 minutes or so. And after we get back from break, we'll get right back into it. So see y'all in 10. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Last we left off, a Lantaka was purchased. Some meals were aided. Talirock spoke to a Kumakatok, and we were heading to Puthawanan. Morning comes, and Talirock, as you're sailing, you see in just the distance the island of Puthawanan. Its large mountain ridges starting to loom in the distance, rising higher and higher above the world. What do you all do this morning?
Wait, it ridges what?
You're sailing towards Puthawanan.
Yeah.
You can see its mountain ridges off in the distance, looming overhead. And what are you all doing this morning?
That means we'll get there today, right? That's what that means, right? We can see it. That means we'll get there today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there today.
Excellent. I would like to prepare a breakfast of crab and whatever other food we have.
Okay. At this point, you'd all have the basic travel supplies, rice, various meats, some vegetables.
Yes, I'll prepare something simple, but, pretty good with what we have together. Make a pot of tea and put that on. We can have a nice breakfast on our way.
So something that's very, very kind of easy to make, and you can make it with crab meat. It's a little tricky to make sure it doesn't turn into slop. But something that you can make, you can pull up the right section. See here. You can with a ginger broth make tinola with crab meat. Tinola is a traditional soup that is made most commonly by stewing a whole chicken. In this case, we're using crab meat with the skin still on, so we're keeping the shells on during this process. It's then served with the broth alongside chunks of green papaya and soft green leaves from plants like saling labuyo or moringa. You typically use this meal when feeling ill. But it's a good way to start the day on a very solid note.
I don't know that anyone is feeling poorly, but, I have always been very good at cooking. It's what I think eventually is what convinced my husband to marry me. So I will make us a nice breakfast.
He said gay rights. Thank you. I'm just gonna go make sure that everything's fine. I always do a once over every morning, just to make sure that through the night nothing happened. And though he knows something happened through the night, he's not talking about that right now. But he does go to the other side of the ship, away from everyone, to ritual cast water breathing, just in case. And then he will honestly go straight to getting the boat going.
Okay. Easy to get it going again. It is your boat. You are its user, and you know it well. And you start heading towards Puthawanan at a very, very nice pace.
We kept the invitation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we still have it?
I assume Talirock still has it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he never threw it away. He gets with his stuff by now.
Talirock, do you still have the invitation thing?
Yeah.
Would you mind if I looked at it? I figure since we're gonna be getting closer, we might be either figuring out, like, who it might belong to, or if we are going, what it entails and where to head and all that stuff once we hit land.
It's next to my bed.
Okay. I'm just gonna grab it then.
He didn't say anything.
Can I go? Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll go grab it and read it. Because I don't think I ever gave it a look, because I was recovering from a shark attack at the time.
Yeah, shark bite, dragged underwater, probably a concussion. Little stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll look at the invitation. The front side.
Yeah, it's a very beautifully carved, formal invitation to the Jeweled Hawk's next gala.
It didn't say when the gala is, right?
No.
Does it say where?
No, it does not.
Cool. Does it have any information about the gala?
It does not.
Blanket IOU. Just
what
something.
Is in the invitation?
It's a counterplay that just says you are invited to the Jeweled Hawk's next gala.
I figured if I'd looked at this a second time, it might have more information. But I guess I was wrong.
Ligaya, would you sit down for a moment? I want to check your head again.
Okay.
I'll do like the eye check and see.
I think there's a moment where Ligaya does not know that you're supposed to keep your head still when you're doing these checks, and she definitely just follows it with her whole neck.
Hold your head still.
okay.
All right.
What?
Move your eyes. Just have your eyes follow my finger, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Tilt's neck.
No. Careful. Oh, okay. One more time. All right.
Okay.
All right. Just follow my finger.
Yes.
But keep your head still.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll Does she seem to be concussed?
No.
I think you're all right.
Cool. That's good. First time I bonked my head on a boat.
Recommend not making a habit of it. It seemed
No, it's really unpleasant.
painful, yes. Look at the back of the tablet. See if it makes any sense to you now at a second glance.
I will do as Gunny says.
Okay. Looking everything over, the front of it still says the same thing, as does the back.
Does it make
No.
any more sense to me now that I'm not recovering from a shark attack?
Does she recognize the handwriting?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was asking.
You don't recognize this handwriting.
Cool. Nope, it still looks kind of the same it did when we first pulled it out of the shark.
Well, that's good. If it was changing, I would be more concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting any new reads on it. It looks kind of the same. I don't, recognize it or anything. I mean, whoever did it must have had, really precise claw marks.
Yes, it seems very nice. Very well done. Faiza, is this magical?
Faiza looks up from her spell book and it says, one second. And you see her focus for a moment, just kind of what looks to be like writing in the air as she stares at the piece. And as she finishes, you see her twist her hand and her eyes flash blue. And she's looking at the piece. A little bit.
I don't know anything about magic. Does that mean something?
Well, it's not powerfully magical, but it has a small aura around it. It's used for something.
Interesting.
Give it to me. 1 second. Hold on.
Okay. Yes.
And I will sort of set it down, and I will sort of set it down, kneel, close my eyes, sort of look up and try and find. So even though it's daytime, I'm gonna go try and find the moon in the sky, and then mutter a quick prayer. And as I say it, the silvers of my eyes sort of glow, as do the freckles of starlight across my skin. And I'm ritual casting Identify.
Okay.
It's a Balat Kael.
You are looking this over, trying to figure it out. And this looks like not a teleport spell, but something akin to it. It has a timer on it, and when that timer goes off, it casts teleport.
Huh. So, yeah, it does have some magical qualities. I think it's on a timer of sorts. I assume it'll take us to, or whoever holds it, to the gala whenever that is, wherever that is.
Okay, you used the word timer. Who controls that? How do we know when the spell happens?
Do I get a read off of that on the Identify? I assume I don't, but
4.5 days.
4.5 days. So we've either got 4.5 days to figure out who this belongs to, if not us, which, again, why would it be? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how are we just gonna go ask people around, hey, do you recognize this handwriting? Hey, do you recognize this handwriting? Hey, or is that our plan? Or
I have no idea. I thought we were hunting an aswang, and that is why
That
we are here.
was our main thing, but I mean, this is a side. We should probably do something about this.
Well, as we're able, perhaps we can ask if anyone knows of someone who was invited to this event who may have gone missing and misplaced their invitation, or perhaps we could even return it to the Jeweled Hawk if we mean to go and visit.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, we can just go and talk to the spirit and be like, hey, really sorry, I don't think this made it to its intended recipient, so, we didn't want it to fall into the wrong hands, so we can just give it back.
Yes. It's kind of like returning it to a lost and found in a way.
Yeah, maybe he can get it to where it's supposed to be.
Yes, good. This is a good idea.
Yeah.
It's very smart of you, Ligaya.
Thank you. I try.
Tea, it's ready.
As you're approaching the island from the southernmost point, you see this settlement. Most of it is external homes and houses, huts, but you can see that part of the settlement itself is carved into this cliff face with this large stone building, almost tower-like, on the cliff face above it all. A kind of strong, monstrous building looming over the settlement itself. Who here has been to Puthawanan? I think we established that on last session.
We said that Gani had been there before.
Correct.
Yeah.
Gani, you recognize this as the settlement of Sumalong, which I will type out for y'all. You recognize that building as the Windbreaker, a place that serves as the local Datu's home, as well as being a place to run to when storms get too rough and risk the lives of others. The Windbreaker was made as a testament to Sumalong's resolve. You want to stop here or go towards the other settlement that's on the coastline?
I kind of think they would probably go to the first place to get to. Because
it's perhaps worth checking to see if this is where the Aswang has stopped, and then if not, we can always continue along to Puthawanan, Himpapawiran.
Himpapariwan.
Okay.
Parian.
I'm sorry. I'm reading my notes and I'm going, how do I pronounce that again?
It's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, he will see that and then start making the preparations to dock. And he's still really quiet. He has not said a word. Even Bayani is watching from like inside, like in the doorway of the hut that's on this ship, but not saying anything, just watching.
And hopefully my green screen will allow me this. You are headed towards that settlement up there, right here. There we go.
The yellow part?
Yep.
Okay.
You're headed towards there. You turn into the little inlet in between the two cast-off islands from the main island, and you slowly sail into its dock. You see a lot of people here moving about their day. There are fishermen who are coming and going. There are different tradesmen trading along and buying and creating things all along the mercantile front on the water. And you see that all of them are kind of congregating or moving through this central building, which Gani, you recognize as just a small meeting home. There's no real formal name for it, but looking at this smaller building with these colorful shells that catch the light on the front of it, you see different sailors and fishermen coming in there or leaving there as a form of just a meeting place, a place to just talk and relax.
That might be a good place to go if we wanted to inquire about anyone who's passed through here in the last day or two.
Yeah, sure. Are we just asking, hey, have you seen an Aswang? Are we going with the,
What else would we
person
say? We could say, hey, have you seen anyone who looks like my friend Ligaya? I don't know how to describe it other than to say an Aswang.
I mean, it's your dad, right? You would know what they look like.
Allegedly.
I mean, maybe I don't really know.
How much do you not know?
I don't know many things.
It's hard to put a measure on nothing. I don't.
He goes back and finishes up putting the boat away.
I'm sorry, I really don't know.
I feel bad. I'm like, I feel bad. Talirock doesn't know how to process, so he's not. This isn't good.
You sail into the docks and you tie up the boat to the dock. And as you're exiting, this older human, broad-shouldered and kind of imposing, approaches, wearing some very formal garb. Hi. Are you just coming in? Have you been here before?
Hello, I have passed through before. We were just stopping for information, really. We are looking for someone who might look similar to my friend here, Ligaya. It's possible that it's her father. We're not certain. Have you seen anyone like that recently, in the last day or two?
Yeah, like slightly older Balat Kaio.
I see a lot of people that come into the dock. I like meeting the newcomers, but I can't say that I've seen many Balat Kaio very recently. But if we're looking for one in particular, we might want to ask more than just myself.
Well, that is what we seek to do. I was going to take us to that building over there with the colorful shells. Is that the best place to go and ask?
Yeah, that would be a very good place to ask. Yeah.
Thought I remembered that.
Yeah.
Excellent. What is your name, by the way? I'm Gani.
Oh, Gani! And he reaches out and like goes to shake your hand. His hand is covered with just years and years of calluses. This man has been working for most of his life. Very, very good to meet you. When was the last time you were here?
It would have been a couple of years ago. I am a craftsman by trade. I make weapons, and so we passed through to sell our wares and pick up a few things. But, yes, I've spent most of my time traveling from place to place, kind of picking up new tips and tricks, and also selling goods.
Well, that's wonderful. You should visit more often because I just want to ask you all about this. This sounds very, very great.
That's very good. Remind me your name again. I don't think I caught it.
Dimalig.
Dimalig. Excellent. It's very good to meet you, Dimalig. It seems like you have been a very hard worker for a long time. What do you do?
Oh, well, I started working as a warrior, but don't tell the people who attend to me, but I'm kind of a big name around here.
Oh, are you? That's wonderful.
Yes, but I like meeting all the new people. I don't get to leave my settlement all that much. But who are the other ones you travel with?
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. I should have introduced them right away. This is my friend Ligaya and my friend Talirock, and that is Bayani. Bayani. I'm good at names. I know what I'm doing.
As they're talking, Talirock and Bayani are scanning everywhere else. I'm tasking detect good and evil, looking for the Aswang. Or not anything else that pops up, but definitely looking for the Aswang.
As you cast detect good and evil, your spell radiates outward. And what is the range on that again? Remind me.
30 feet.
30 feet. You don't detect anything.
Okay.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my home. Can you? What are? So are all three of you merchants?
We are mercenaries
I'm not a
seeking
mercenary.
this person.
What? Do you have any more description aside from them being Balat Kayo?
Mac's memory is leaky. I feel like, yeah, they were described to me as like more details, but Mac cannot remember at the moment.
It was just described as a familiar-looking older Balat Kayo.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, no, I got nothing.
I would say, where's the Datu?
Hello.
Oh, would I know that before I ask this person is he the Datu? I just feel like
He's not
Fooling
wearing.
that, can I speak to the manager?
He's not wearing anything that carries his station. He's not wearing or holding himself like anyone important. He's just this older man who just met you at the docks. There'd be no real way to know that ahead of time.
okay.
Flips around the Yu-Gi-Oh card. I am the manager.
You've activated my chat card.
How can I help you?
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry.
It's all right.
We're looking. I step forward a little bit. My name is Talirock. I'm a Babaylan from Pahinga. I am looking. There is an Aswang that is taking the form of her father. It might be her father. I don't know. But they fled Adlato towards here.
Oh. Well. Alon might have something for you then. I'm sorry. It sounds awful. Are you okay?
Oh, it seems like they're causing a lot of trouble. So,
I'll be more fine when when I complete the hunt.
We lost a few people 2 nights ago.
That might be a good place to start then.
I can take you to meet with Alon and see the bodies, but we have to make sure that she's okay with it.
Of course.
has anyone contacted the dead?
One person has. A Black River supplicant. By the name of Bituin. You would want to talk with her first. She was staying at the meeting house recently.
Then let us go and do that. And as we walk in that general direction, I'm just gonna take a step back and just whisper to the group. If we have been chasing this person, thing, I don't know, and they arrived 2 nights ago, that does not make sense unless they are traveling faster than us, because we left within 1 day cycle.
They might have a faster boat. They might have a means to make travel easy.
Can I look around the dock? Do I see my boat?
You look around the dock, and you do in fact see your boat.
I pointed it.
It looks a little more damaged, and you see that there are massive shark bites in it.
Oh my god. Hey, good news. They are here because that is my boat.
Shall we tie it up by ours so that it doesn't run away again?
Do you see the shark bites? I don't think the thing's going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh, you're right. That is in bad shape.
What? He not only stole my boat, but he took really poor care of it.
Hold on. Were those burn marks there before?
Those ones, yes.
Hmm.
That was my Goya. He was learning.
I see.
Yeah. And he was doing great. He got the hang of it eventually, but yeah, they're kind of on there.
I am
The
amazed
shark
that
bites were not.
sails. Interesting.
Hey, question, Paladin, really quickly.
Yes.
When the
Kumakatok.
Thank you, Kumakatok. I wrote it down, but I'm trying to put different stressors on it.
No worries.
And I'm no, thank you, Kumakatok. Thank you. When the Kumakatok appeared and spoke about my sister, did it say this is happening in the future, or is it saying it already happened?
They bring omens of death and sometimes ill omens. They talk about things that will come to pass.
So it hasn't happened yet.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you. That changed. That does.
Upon noticing the boat, I will go up to the Datu. What was their name again?
Dimalig.
Dimalig. Excuse me, I'm really sorry. You said you see everyone or meet everyone who comes into the port, right?
Well, most of the time when I can. I don't see
Yes.
everyone, much as I try, but I do try and see most people.
Yes. So the person or the thing I'm hunting right now, it stole my boat, and that is my boat, and I point out to that boat. Do you remember who came in on that boat?
No, that boat was in the dock in the morning before most of us woke up. It appeared here a little before the attacks. We've been trying to find the owner of it. I'm not going to think it's you for the record, since you're arriving now.
That is fair, yes.
But yes, if you want, I can take you to Babaylan Alon, and we can talk with Bituin.
Yes, sure, yes.
He starts guiding you through the city, towards the meeting house, and inside there's a good flow of people coming in and out, drinking, eating, some of them gambling. But you see that there is one person near the center of the room, who is arm wrestling. A bunch of people are kind of crowding around one person, trying to get them to just beat who they're going up against. And you see this gnome woman who is dressed up in these burned and charred lamellar armor, with these kind of black rags just wrapped around her forearms and hands. And you see her just slowly winning against this tiefling. And as she puts his arm down, she whistles for the next person to come up, and she starts arm wrestling them too. You see a couple of people kind of in a corner talking amongst themselves, some of them kind of rubbing their arms. It's clear she's been at this for a few hours already. That's her. That's B2N.
Wow.
To Talirock, just kind of takes a breath, because I think he has a lot that he just put on his shoulder, and he needs to just wash it off for a second. So he just takes a breath to decompress. Excuse me. Hello?
Are you just calling from the front of the house, or are you going up to her?
I kind of go up. Just get a little closer. Hello? Don't want to disturb you from your wrestling of arms.
You see her turn her attention towards you. Can I help you? You need something?
Yeah, you. We needed to ask some questions about the attack from 2 days ago.
You see her start to glare at you, and you see her the muscles on her arm just swell momentarily as she throws the person she's arm wrestling to the ground, rather than just slamming their arm sideways. She turns to you now, her full body pointing towards you. What about him?
We are, and I point to the folks behind me. We are on our own mission, for lack of a better word, and we were told by Dr. D. Malik, that you spoke to the dead.
Yeah.
Do they know how they died?
One of them does.
Can you tell us? Sorry. Hi. I just realized random person walking into a place where you're arm wrestling. My name is Talirock. I'm a Babylon, and I need information to do my work.
Babylon Talirock. Hi. Yeah. Do you mind coming down here real quick?
To be fair, you're taller than me.
She's sitting down. She is a gnome. She's one.
Oh, you say she's a dwarf. Sorry.
No.
Aren't gnomes taller than halflings?
About the same size.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I put dwarf. I need to change that. Yeah. He'll lean closer.
She whispers in your ear. He got force-fed a black egg, and I put him down before he could do anything.
Does he know who forced him the black egg?
Some black coyote, older.
Yeah, that tracks. Cool, great. Sorry, I didn't want to disturb you too much, but that does help.
You looking for him?
The black IO?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You see her pick up a Kampalan off the ground and put it on its sheath on her back, and she stands up. I'm going with you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, this is this is Gani. He can hit
Hello.
stuff.
Hi.
And this is Lagaya. She can hit stuff too with passion.
Great. That's wonderful to hear.
And Faiza's being quiet in the corner. That's Faiza over there.
Faiza waves.
I turn around to Lagaya. I've been quiet, and I'm not good at being quiet. We need to talk about a thing, but we won't talk about it yet. We'll talk about something soon. It might be her dad. Not her dad, but her dad. Dressed up as her dad? Probably not her dad, but it looks like her dad.
As you're saying this, Lagaya and Gani and Talirock, you see a bunch of people start to turn their heads towards you three.
We don't know, but we are going to find out by hunting the Aswang and killing them.
Oh, yes.
The moment you say Aswang, you start hearing a bunch of whispers around the entire meeting house. And you hear one voice from among the crowd call out, "So when does she turn?"
Well, I don't think ever.
She's not an Aswang.
Yeah, but her dad is, right?
No, Are you all just like Gunny? No, sorry. They're not actually people. They just take the form of people. It so happened is apparently taking the form of her father, who she doesn't know.
Why do you think it's her father then?
She saw them.
And she didn't stop him?
Did you stop them when they came here? Sorry, I'm agitated.
Let me try to explain. Imagine that you were a mother chicken, a hen, and you wanted to appear familiar to a baby chicken who was not your chick. You would try to look like a familiar chicken to that chick. Does that make sense?
Yeah. One of you's an Aswang in disguise, right?
No, we are hunting the Aswang in disguise. We are like the chicks, all seeking to find our... You know what? The analogy breaks down. We are seeking this creature so that we can put an end to it. But I do not think anyone is actually related to it, because that would not make sense.
And why do you say dad?
Because that's what it looks like. If it looked like a cow, I would call it a cow. If it looked like a boat, I would call it a boat. If it looks like someone's father, I would call it someone's father, because that is what it looks like.
Well, how do you know?
I don't know. It looks like her, but older.
Wouldn't that be a mom?
You know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
What is Bituin doing right now during this, or looking like?
She is looking like she's losing her patience.
Mm-hmm.
With the crowd, with this kind of call and response, with the situation at hand. What are you three doing?
He just... Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, Ligaya is just doing everything she can to become invisible without actually being able to cast the spell invisibility.
Do not worry about whatever. We will handle this. You weren't even supposed to. Okay. I turned back to Bituin. Can we go?
Yeah, we can go.
Yay.
She starts shoving people just directly out of the way as she's heading towards one of the exits.
Cool. I will head that way as well.
I will follow, and if there's an opportunity to shove someone, I will also shove someone, because that seems to be what they do here.
I will follow and apologize to everyone who got shoved.
No one's really accepting your apology. All of them are just kind of like glaring at you.
That is fair.
Just this mixture of resentment and fear.
Yeah, that's fair.
Outside, Demon comes out from the other exit to join you all. That didn't go well.
Yeah, it seems like everyone... I have to remember, I am not just a random person. I am of a byline, and I need to carry myself as such. However, the people in that house are not... They don't comprehend things.
You were talking to a crowd.
Well, to be fair, I wasn't trying to talk to a crowd. They just happened to listen, and I kept responding.
You were talking to a crowd.
I was talking to a crowd. Okay.
Maybe we should come up with a secret name or a code that we can use to refer to this Aswang, so that we don't accidentally say something like that makes it seem like maybe something is not what it is, because we definitely know that Ligaya's father is not an Aswang. So I think we should come up with a new phrase, like you know, our... I'm going to try to come up with something. Maybe we could call him our...
I look at Lagaya as Gani is going through it academically right now. And we don't need to get into details. No, I do not blame you. A Kamakatok visited me on the sea.
I would know what that is, right?
Makatuk, you would know.
Okay. Yeah. Then, yeah, I wince.
We need to find the being that is parading as your relative.
Yeah. Wait. What did they... Are you allowed to say what the Kumakatok said? I mean, if not, that's fine. That's totally fine. You don't have to.
We just need to make sure they don't get back to Pahinga.
Okay, done. Yeah, I'm hoping they don't leave Puthawanan, to be honest. I'd rather end this now.
Do I know how quickly these omens ever come to pass, or is it just something that could happen in the future?
It is something that can happen in the future that they have seen. There's never really a set date, unless they say so.
Okay, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to hunt them now. We're going to find them and end this now.
Do you know why now they've decided to come and be an adversary for you? Any idea something you've done recently before you got to the island?
Would there be anything?
Not that you can think of.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just wanted to check. No, I don't. I honestly have no idea. I don't. I'm sorry. I know that's not helpful. I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Like I said, we just need to make sure they don't get back to Pahinga.
I wish more than anything I knew more.
It's fine. We will learn and we will deal with, and their words will not come to pass.
Okay. Yes.
As you're walking and talking, after the conversation has ended, you see Bituin take out this handheld clay jug, and unstopper it and offer it to you, Lagaya.
Unstopper.
What is that?
I don't know, it helps me. It's tuba.
Okay. I don't think the guy is ever drunk. Wait, no, has she? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, has she?
I don't know. It's because personally, I don't know how to play character. Okay. She'll take it because she's too polite to say no. So yeah, she'll take a little bit.
It is
Palm
sour.
wine.
It is sour, is what it is. And it's not that strong, but it has a very numbing sensation to it.
What is that?
Tuba? It's wine.
Yeah, it's really. Is it supposed to be that sour?
Usually. she takes the bottle from your hand and puts the stopper back onto it and puts it back to where it was resting. So, what do you all want to do currently?
Well, Gunny, do you... I have a magic weapon now, so if we're hunting an Aswang, I'm fine. Do we need to get saltwater jugs or anything for the rest of us?
Pull up my flask of salt water. I picked this up before we left Adlato.
I look over at Bitwin.
What?
Do you need to prepare anything if we're going to hunt an Aswang?
No.
Okay.
You see her take her compliment off her back, and you see she shows you the edge of it, and there you see that the actual edge of it is just this long, sharp groove of coral.
Wow. Cool. Okay. Nice. That's really cool. Yeah. Is the Datu still with us?
Yes.
Okay.
As you've all been talking, anybody who looks at him or guys at him just sees him getting more and more concerned over these strangers who aren't having a good time right now.
I go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to ask him something, but since I'm talking to Bitwin right now, you go ahead.
No, I just this also well, first I won't tell you how to lead your village, but settlement. I would make sure that people are safe. This entity seems to not care about hiding or being picky about who they attack. So perhaps talking with the Babayalan here and coordinating something. We're really going to look for him, but we might not be successful. So I would urge you all to also prepare.
Well, now that we know it's an Aswang for certain, we can start to make preparations. It's rather concerning to learn, really.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Bitwin, you said they forced one of the, and to make sure I'm out of earshot of anyone, they forced one of the people who died to eat an egg, right?
Yeah?
Eggs only spawn from dying Aswangs. Where did he get that egg?
You see her eyes go wide, and she looks at you. I don't know. I don't know.
Because if he's still alive, that wasn't the egg from him, which is possibly more concerning.
I mean, how's he getting more eggs?
Well, I guess we gotta find him and ask, which means we should probably get moving really quickly. Where did the attacks happen? Do we know?
Well, they happened near the mines.
Okay. Near or in?
Some were in, but they all died outside.
Okay. That seems a good place to start. Do we still want to see the Babaylan? I look to the others in the group.
They were mentioned to us. Did they interact with anybody, or are they aware, or are they? Did the Datu mention the Babaylan knowing about anything happening, or would we just be going there to fill them in?
The Babaila knows about the deaths. She is looking over the bodies. Anything more than that hasn't been said or found out yet.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I told the Dimalik about what to expect and potentially talking to Babylon, but we could go there first as well.
It's up to you all. If you think talking to the Babylon will help, then we can. But if we want to move as quickly as possible, then we can also. I'm okay with going now.
To be honest, there is nothing that they can do that I can't do.
Other than the fact that they have the bodies.
They have the bodies, but if they've already been spoken to, then I can't speak to them. Ask the right questions.
Okay.
Well, if we have a headhunter, they this is between talking. If we have a headhunter, another couple in town, we could task to talk to them for us.
Can you repeat that one more time?
If there's a headhunt, if we can get a headhunter to work with us, we can have them talk to them for us.
Hi. Yes. Headhunter. Here. Hello.
You?
Yeah.
You?
Yes.
Well, that's unfortunate, but yeah, no, we can have you talk to him.
The guy is not at that level yet.
She doesn't know that.
I can't do that yet.
I thought all of you could.
Only the more experienced ones.
Oh. Okay.
I'm experienced, I'm just not more I'm still learning. This is going poorly. So we going now? Yes, go. Yes, please, go.
Let's go. I think time isn't on our side. I will cast before I forget, I will cast aid on Gani, Lagaya, and Faiza. So for the next 8 hours, your hit point maximum goes up by 5.
Okay. As you do that, you all hear shouting and screaming near the edge of the settlement. And looking in that direction, you see hurtling through the air a carabao, falling and crashing into a home, decimating it. And you all see, stepping out of the forest, this huge-sized giant with one eye and massive tusks, dragging behind it 2 more carabao, and it is screaming in rage. And that is where we're going to end for this week.
Why, though?
To be clear, when we say carabao, that we're talking about tieflings.
Yes.
Yes.
No. We're talking about the water buffalo. We're talking about water buffalo.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, just 3 tieflings. Okay, that's weird. All right, just chugging tieflings around. All right.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is the end of our episode for this week. And we have 2 giveaways to figure out. One for the Archmage Dice for D&D Beyond, and one for volumes 1 through 4 of Griffin's Saddlebag.
We'll just say last call to enter into the giveaways. I believe the D&D Beyond one is #Beyond, and then the Griffin Saddlebag is #Magic. Make sure to only enter once. If you've already entered, don't enter again. You will be disqualified. We will pull the winners at the end of our little outros.
Yeah. So, I've been your DM for the evening. I am a freelance TTRPG creator known as HTT Paladin. I've got a Kickstarter happening later on in November for a TTRPG interview book where I've been talking to different TTRPG creators about their stories and about their creation process and just the problems they run into. Uh, the Kickstarter happens on November 23rd. My book called Polyhedral. Uh, and let's go in reverse order. Mackenzie, who are you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Diarmas, Mackenzie Lane DA on Twitter. I'm an independent TTRPG designer and designer, writer, and content creator. I served as the lead writer for the Islands of Sina Una, which is where we play today, and which you can get over on the deckofmany.com. You can get the PDF now and pre-order the hardback for delivery in a few months or so, which is super exciting. I can't wait to get my hands on my hardback. I've also got stuff coming out with MCDM. I've done work with D&D Beyond, which you can see like a while ago, but it was still pretty cool. I'm so proud of it, so I plug it every chance I get. I've got some awesome work over on the DMs Guild. I just released a adventure plus some extra goodies called Fun Size, which I got to work on with the wonderful Latia, who could not be with us today, in which adventurers get to babysit gods. And yes, we did include 20 baby versions of your favorite gods from both real mythology and the Forgotten Realms, which is super exciting. Go check it out if you get a chance. And yeah, I'm here, and you can also see me playing on CB's channel every Sunday, playing at Tiflin Artificer. But that's all my stuff. I think. I feel like I'm missing something, but I feel like I'm always missing something.
Let's go to CB.
Hello. Hi, my name is Omega Jones, also known as the Critical Bard. Critical Bard across all social media channels. I'm an actor, vocalist, professional tabletop creator, and content person. You might have heard my voice on Critter Hug, which is a new signal boosting Critical Role show that is monthly. I created the theme song and am the vocalist on that. You've seen me many different places. As far as things happening for me, tomorrow you can catch me at 10:30 Central Time over on Open for Adventure as we continue the Ashes of Asmer campaign. And then from 1 to 3 Pacific, which is 3 to 5 Central, you can be on my channel as I am going to be on Twitch's front page for Halloween. They're showcasing and spotlighting some creators during Halloween, and they reached out to me to do that. So be ready to see me in full Waluigi regalia, being a hot mess. On Sunday, you can be on my channel as well as Mackenzie for Creature Collectors, which is a D&D campaign inspired by Pokemon, Digimon, all that jazz. On Tuesdays, you can be on my channel for In Unison, which is the duetting talk show where I duet with someone in the community. And yeah, that's really me. I'm on Twitch a lot, so find me there. That's me.
I guess
Josh.
I'll do the thing. Hey, what's up? My name is Josh. You can find me across pretty much every social media platform at Joshua M. Simons. I tweet a lot, so that's the best place to hang out with me. I am a variety streamer here. I stream 2, sometimes 3 days a week, doing all kinds of fun stuff. A little bit of tabletop stuff, a little bit of video games. Most recently, I streamed Phasmophobia, and then wound down with some Overwatch because ghosts are scary. Yeah, if you think that breast cancer sucks, you should join me tomorrow night as I will be hanging out over on Goblin Katie's Twitch channel for the Critical Tits stream that they're doing to raise support for breast cancer awareness. So that'll be a great time tomorrow at like 10 p.m. Eastern or something. It's sometime late in the evening. It'll be fun. It's great. I'm excited. We're going to have a great time. And then next week for D4's Extra Life stream, that'll be November 8th. I know how to do time. That's going to be an awesome time. I am running a ridiculous, wild, this is going to be the most chaotic one-shot I've ever run in my life. It's starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, and I have called our adventure Thwirl Hunt. We're using dark matter, which is a science fiction space setting, and basically, they're hunting rodents. Go check out the incentives. They include things like Mecha Thwirl Bear, stuff like that. So that's gonna be fun. Paladin.
Yeah, so as I said, I've been your DM for the evening. I do a bunch of stuff online. And all the stuff you've seen tonight has been material from the Islands of Sina Una, a 5e setting based on pre-colonial Filipino mythology and culture, available now on thedeckofmoney.com in PDF form. But before we leave for the night, we do have 2 winners. For the D&D Beyond giveaway for the Archmage Dice, we have Ryan X Session 0 Clothing. That is Ryan X Session 0 Clothing. You've won a set of Archmage Dice on D&D Beyond. We'll get in touch with you shortly about your winnings. And for the winner of the Volume 1 through 4 of the Griffin Saddlebags, we have, I'm going to butcher your name, I'm very sorry, Sphinxroll. That is Sphinxroll, who has won the Griffin Saddlebags Volume 1 through 4 giveaway. Again, we'll be in touch with you shortly for your winnings. And everybody, thank you for tuning in tonight. It means a whole lot to us that you'd show up and watch us play about. We're going to go do some raiding now, but please have a good night and happy Halloween.
Ooh, spooky!
Spoopy.
Have some candy.